Now, Robby Steinhardt is walking into the studio right now.
He's right here with us.
He's sitting down. He's putting his headphones on. Please welcome to the late afternoon show, Robby Steinhardt from the group
Frank Zappa.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi,
I'm doing
Robby.
fine.
Great.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. I think.
You look great.
They asked me earlier how I was doing, and I said, I think I'm okay. I haven't checked today, but we've been doing an awful lot of driving the last few weeks. So
I heard. You were down in Richmond last night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where else were you? Were you out in the Midwest?
Actually, we've been like flying and driving, and it's like the name of the band in Atlanta called Driving and Crying. It's like we've been doing an awful lot of that. I was telling him we went to Atlanta, from Atlanta where everybody lives except for myself. Then we drove to Myrtle Beach, which is 6 hours. Then you play, and then you drive 6 hours back, and But we were in El Paso, we were in Des Moines, we were all over the place.
We went and did our show in Cleveland one time, and we know how tedious that drive is sometimes.
Yeah, and you guys do it every day.
Well, almost every day, yeah.
Do you have a big bus?
They used to before I came back. See, I've been gone for 15 years, and I've just been back like 5 months.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
First of all, Robby, I want to show that you're not dealing with just any ordinary chimps. We're on the cover of this magazine right here, okay?
Harrisburg.
Harrisburg Magazine.
Wait, now you guys had that done at SeaWorld, right? That cover?
Yes, exactly. No, down at Hershey Park. Yeah, at Hershey Park you can get your...
Oh, stop.
That's what it looks like. You can actually do that. You can actually lie about that, yeah. So just you're not dealing
Congratulations.
Yeah, okay, great. You're just not dealing with any kind of chimps here.
And you didn't even know Harrisburg had a magazine, did you?
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Hey, so now you're back and doing some shows again with the group, and is that a good thing?
Yeah, so far it's been really great, and then it's just the tip of the iceberg because we got so much, so much ahead of us. We played like about 15 dates since I've joined the band, and we have 15 this month, 21 dates next month in July, about 15 or so in August. Then a couple at the very beginning of September, we're going to be in a little town in Kansas rehearsing with an orchestra. And then we go to Abbey Road Studios, I think the 7th of, somewhere between the 10th and the 7th of September.
Well, that's exciting.
In London to do the record with the London Symphony Orchestra.
Wow.
And then after that, once Phil has his baby, then we go on the road for like 8 months, and we're going to be playing every town we play in. We'll be playing with a different orchestra.
Speaking of orchestra, I understand that you play the violin.
I do indeed. That's part of the tie-in there.
You didn't bring your violin.
Yeah, Scott asked me if I would, and I said, why? Did they want to look at it?
Well, no.
And he said, no, they wanted you to, and I went, I don't do that sort of thing. So
We're fans of the violin. We one of our close friends comes in here occasionally and plays the violin. And in fact, he has this $1 million violin.
He does.
Yeah.
His violin.
He has a
is
Stradivarius?
Yes.
Yes.
He does.
Actually, $1 million. Yeah.
It's like a $3.2 million violin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You have friends like this?
Yeah.
I'd like to get to know them.
You know,
we're on the cover of the magazine.
We are not just ordinary chips right here, my friend.
I see that now. Maybe I can take you seriously.
Yeah, we are talking to Robby Steinhardt from the group Kansas at Wanda's tonight. Now, you don't do many of these club dates.
No.
What's up with that? Is that like a little...
I mean, what's up with that is because maybe places like Wanda's have there seems to be like a 7-foot ceiling in there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem.
I've heard some strange things from people who are on the internet and stuff. But of course, I'm not on it myself because I figure I'll get too wrapped up in it. But it's looks like kind of a strange gig. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, there are posts all over the place. It's not really designed for this type of a thing, it doesn't seem like. Plus, it's a dinner theater as well. I mean, they serve dinner while the band... I don't know. I don't understand.
You'll have so much fun,
I'm not saying I'm
Robby.
not going to enjoy it because it's going to be neat, but it's just an odd setup is all. And then it's part of a Holiday Inn, which is also an odd setup. So, I mean, because I look at it and I think, well, maybe we should be playing Proud Mary and songs like that.
Well, you had just mentioned the internet, and I understand now, 1997, here you are back with Kansas, and it's a whole different thing going on. I understand that on the internet, there is a group called Children of South Wind that do chat rooms strictly about you and your band.
Well, that you just gave away yourself. You don't know anything. She doesn't know Kansas too well, I guess. It's People of the South Wind, okay, which is the name of the Kansas song, which is why they're called... Did somebody tell you Children of the... Whoever that is, you need to slap them.
Scott?
Oh, Scott.
Yeah, it was your friend Scott Shaw, the hitman.
Even I know that. It's, P-O-S-W, People of the South
But
Wind.
you say you don't have a computer,
P-O-T-S-W.
and you're not on the internet, but you read a lot of these things?
I do get, my manager faxes them to me as he gets them off the internet sometimes when he thinks they're worth reading.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting background music you got going here.
You ever got to get in those chat rooms, and just...
I've never done that myself, but it was really interesting. Last year when I had something going...
You could do
this is a little inside humor here. But last year, I tried to get on America Online, and because I was going to my friend's house, my manager's house, Nick Fakuri, and I said that I was going to be. He announced that I was going to have some sort of a chat with people online at a certain time, a certain night. So we got on, and the whole system shut down. So I thought, hey, I'm really popular. This is great. I blew the system out. The fuse just went. So
you seem a little high-strung today. Is
what are you
high-strung?
Yeah, is it doing some caffeine? Are you just excited
Wow.
about the show? Are
You think
getting,
so?
Getting like into it tonight?
I had one of these. Well, I love radio.
What is
It's
that?
caffeine free.
I love doing radio.
You do love doing radio.
I love doing radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like to.
So I'm not high strung normally. As a matter of fact, I mean I usually have energy, but I told him. When I was with the band, well, I happen to know because I've done so much radio in the past. I mean, I was with the band for 10 years, and I did radio a lot. And about 40 to 50% of the time when I'd go on a show, after I'd come off the show, the general manager would say, "Would you like a job here?" So I'm very, very comfortable on radio, and I was looking forward to doing this. So that's why. And I know that the worst thing about radio is dead air. So
not on our
if
show.
you want me to shut up, I will.
No. I just you just seem very energetic, and I appreciate that because
am.
I'm very I like the energy.
Okay.
Enjoy the energy.
Okay.
And
Love
see,
to have
sometimes I drink too much coffee and I get it going too much.
I don't drink it that often.
What do you drink? What's your favorite beverage?
He told me this was one of those kind of shows.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
This is perfect for me, though, because I've never been on a show that was like this. I mean, first of all, there weren't really shows like this back when I was still in the band. Radio was a lot more prim and proper at that time.
Prim and proper.
Yes.
What year was that?
The prim and proper year was 1977 and a half, I think.
That's when I started in radio 20 years ago. It'll be 20 years next Friday that I've been in radio.
Really?
And I just related a story that you guys were at the Allentown Fair, and my two best friends from high school met at this radio station, and because they were at the station, they fired me because they were waiting to go to the Allentown Fair to see you guys. And I'm sure you remember the Allentown Fair. You probably were there a couple times.
They fired you.
They fired me because my friends were waiting for me in the lobby.
To see Kansas.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, but what does? I mean...
Yeah.
Well, he was doing a country station.
Yeah, it was country.
So.
By the way, congratulations on your award.
The Marconi Award.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm good.
And you also surround yourself with good people.
That's right, Jennifer. Hey, I was looking...
Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I wanted to know something, because I know it's like different market and everything, but I wondered, did you ever get a chance to hear any New York radio at all? Because I have a very good friend who's doing very well in New York right now.
All right, Janice, go ahead. You take that question.
Bruce's second home is New York.
It is.
Okay, he doesn't do anything here.
We're 3 hours away.
Yeah.
I just happen to live here during the week. On weekends.
Right.
So when you're there, and if you ever run into my friend Lionel, would you tell him I said hello?
What station does he work?
I don't know, but it's one of the biggest shows in the world in the world right now.
Elvis Duran.
He's from Tampa originally. He's a friend of mine.
Elvis Duran is the morning guy on Z100.
Well, Lionel's a talk show guy. But so I mean, I don't know.
Is he drive time or is he? In
I think he's drive now, but I can't tell you. I wish I knew. I'm sorry, I don't have the answer.
And RuPaul,
but he's really good.
He's the morning guy at KTU.
I got to warn you about Lionel because he might take that award from you next year. So be careful.
Go for it, man. I'm looking for all the competition I can get.
You said RuPaul was a morning guy. He would be the morning girl, honey.
Okay. Whatever. I was looking over the album that I have here of Kansas, and Don Kirshner's name is all over. What was your affiliation with Don Kirshner? Did he own the record label?
Yeah, that was his label, and then we were signed with him, and he was signed with CBS, Epic, whatever particular branch of that company that he was involved with at the time. But
and in the beginning of Saturday Night Live, like mid-'70s, Paul Schaefer, who's now with Letterman, used to come on and make fun of Don Kirshner.
Yes, he did.
And was that a pretty good imitation of just this guy, Don Kirshner?
Yeah, well, the words were right. Yeah, it's like I don't think anybody can imitate Don because he had his own way. I mean, just if you watch his tapes of the show that he did, a good imitation, but there's nobody like him, and definitely an individual. Mm-hmm. I mean. The man, I haven't seen him for years and years and years. I mean, he helped us an awful lot, but it was always amazing. I've never seen any man in my life. Of course, I don't hang around millionaires and billionaires, but perfectly manicured nails at all times. $2,000-$3,000 suits all the time. I mean, the guy was just an immaculate person. But he had a few problems with trying to introduce a band like Kansas.
Okay. Talking to Robby Steinhardt from the band Kansas. Do you ever play Kansas, like the state of Kansas?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was saying we're going to be doing a small town in Kansas called Winfield. Right before we go to London, we're going to be rehearsing there with an orchestra.
That must be
to
crazy.
try to get it down.
Crazy. Kansas in Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back when we were just starting to take off and we had a few songs on the radio and stuff, they even banned one of our songs in Kansas because they said it was not supposed to be on the air.
Which one was that?
It was called Bringing It Back. It was on the very first record we ever did.
Oh.
So, well, you know, the funny thing is, it's just how they say about certain things you can't get arrested in your hometown. That's the way it was for us. When we're popular, I mean, for instance, one of the reasons I wanted to do this show was because we're more popular in the state of Pennsylvania than anywhere in the world.
You're kidding.
Okay?
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is our big stronghold, the state of Pennsylvania. We've been back and forth across this state a million
And
times.
I understand that there's all kinds of people coming to this
Well,
area on this
It's all those
internet group
It's all those internet people.
from all over the country and Canada, literally to come to Central Pennsylvania to see you.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
Isn't that
that's what's
wild?
Yes, it's wild.
And they're going to like be able to hopefully see you around the beams and the low ceilings.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should check this place out. It's really
Cool.
wild.
I hope the dinner theater production of A Death of a Salesman doesn't interfere with them watching your show.
Who the hell is that?
That's the man in the wall.
Oh,
That's John Paul Schaefer. He's over in the
pay no
newsroom.
attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Well, if you want to like come around, he's right over here. Maybe you can see him right there.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
Yeah, he's right
Wow.
over there.
Well, we figured since you were Kansas and the guy on The Wizard of Oz was behind the curtain that we'd have one of them here.
Get it, Kansas?
It's perfect.
Get it?
It's absolutely
That was
perfect.
kind of a strange segue.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
So what have you been doing the last 15 years? Your own
Uh-oh.
sort of music, or shouldn't I ask that question?
No, it's a good question. Well, let's see. After I got out of the band, I started to raise my daughter till she was about 5 or so, and then I split up from her mom. But I see them because they only live a few miles away from me, so we see each other all the time. My daughter's like almost 14 now. Her name is Becky. And so I spent those first 5 years doing that, which are important. They tell me the most important years in a child's life to develop a bond with your kid. So, and most dads are during those periods of growing up are usually gone at the office all day long, stuff like that. I was home constantly. And then after that, I started a band called Steinhardt Moon, which is my last name and my partner Rick Moon's last name, down in Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater. And we played together for the last 6 years. Let's see, went through 3 different bands. I fired 3 different bands, which was weird because I'd never fired anyone before. And then as I'm playing with them, all of a sudden I get a call from Phil. It's like, you want to do this again? I went, excuse me? So you got to understand how great this is for me. I mean, I was famous, and then I wasn't. Even though I get recognized all the time on the street, I'm almost every day of my life because of the way I look.
Yeah.
I mean, I never ever thought I'd have. Nobody ever gets a second chance to do something like this, to see the world again and to play again. And
So while you had your own little band thing, did you ever think of getting back together with Kansas?
Sure I did, but I didn't think it would happen because they had 2 guys that quit almost at the same time within 2 or 3 months of each other or whatever. And if those guys hadn't quit, then I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Yeah, but you have to at least think that happens all the time in life. I mean, look at the Eagles. No one ever thought the Eagles would get back
Well,
together.
it was an eternity.
Yeah, it took a while.
And there's such a resurgence right now with everything. Everything's retro and everything's coming back. And now you guys are doing this. Are you doing a lot of this old music, or are you kind of
you have
bringing in
to.
new music as well?
The live
Or,
show?
like, what are they looking for? Yeah.
We're doing all old music.
But that's great.
Especially in Pennsylvania, you got to do those.
Yeah, I think so, or else they wouldn't let us in.
And
Carry on, my wayward son. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
Sorry, I
you
didn't
want to
fault
sing
you.
with us? You can.
But you,
Carry-
have to admit, and that's like a high school song of mine, and that's just a classic song.
Absolutely.
Well,
can't
I happen to
find-
like it too. I wish I'd have written the song. I mean, I love the way that Steve and Carrie used to write together, and that's why it's great to be back here playing. See, I've been playing this music ever since I left them. Almost, because with Steinhardt Moon we did almost all Kansas.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I see.
and we were, I guess because I was in it, it helped a lot, So we had the best Kansas copy band that's ever been.
Yeah, do you ever do any Leonard Skinner?
Actually, no.
And do you find in your audience that there's a lot of young kids now that this is all new Kansas?
Well, apparently, hello. Apparently, there were. Wow.
Next picture for the magazine.
You guys should have seen what I was doing when he took that photograph.
Well, get your finger out of your nose.
It was much worse than that.
Oh boy.
I forgot what the
Yeah. What was the
question
question
was.
again? I'm sorry.
I have
about
no
the
idea.
audience.
Oh, the audience, the age of the audience.
Yeah.
Crazy
Last
audience.
night at the show that we did, it was outdoors. There was a 7-year-old in the front. There was a 10-year-old. There was it was really interesting because I was just telling someone out here, one of your ladies, very pretty, whose name I have forgotten, told me that, hey, I saw my first concert, which was Kansas when I was 14. I said, on the drive up here today, I had just told one of the guys in the band, I said, because of all the little kids in the audience last night, I said, you know what's going to start happening? I said, you know how people normally come up and say, hey, I was 13, 14, if I saw you, that's the first show I ever saw. And then she came in and said that to me today. I said, yeah. He said, yeah. I said, well, after looking at the little kids in the audience today, I was thinking, in several years from now, we're going to get people come up going, you're the first band I ever saw, and I was 6 years old. So the times have really changed with music. Parents are turning their kids on a lot younger.
Yeah, or they're going to say something like, yeah, my parents were listening to Kansas when I was conceived.
Yes.
But that's okay. It's a good thing.
You hear those things,
Well,
definitely.
you know what? You just got to. Look at the Rolling Stones. God, how old are they? It's a good thing. It just, time goes on. We all get older.
Oh, it's great.
And so what? Get over it.
It's great. I was saying that it seems like younger kids are coming to the shows, which is fine as long as they come to ours.
Right.
Now this is the song that you wrote right here. This song.
Right there. Oh, just a little tiny piece of it. No, that's Steve's song. Oh, because Steve Walsh wrote that song.
Your name's on this song.
Yeah, I got lucky. He was nice.
And this was a big hit song.
I said, Steve, change that one note right there, will you?
Yeah. And was this song like this Dust in the Wind thing? Was this like the biggest song? Because this kind of
this is the big one.
This got so sappy when it was out because radio played the hell out of it.
Well, but see, if it's yours, then you want them to play the hell out of it. But if it's you listening to someone else's music, you go, why do they keep playing the hell out of this song?
Is that totally true? Don't you know as a member of the band that if they keep playing it,
cha-ching. Yes,
oh, okay.
yes, of course.
Cha-ching. He said cha-ching, John.
Who doesn't like that sound?
Cha-ching, right? It was cha-ching.
Well, besides, I wish I'd have written this tune. Carrie wrote it. It's a beautiful song. Carrie never dreamed that it would be a hit. I think Steve was the one that knew that Dust was going to be a hit. But I don't know how the other guys felt because I don't remember talking to him. Remember Steve saying this is a hit. But Carrie thinking, God, this is not going to be a hit. This is the most depressing song I have ever written.
Well, people like that.
But
yes, that's right.
No.
People like that depressing song.
See, John knows all about those depressing things.
Butterfly Kisses. It's happening again today.
Yeah, look at that song.
No, wait. Now, see, I keep reading
Kisses for tonight.
I keep reading about this, but I don't know anything about the song.
Well,
Never
keep
heard
it
the
that
song.
way.
It's this.
Am I lucky?
It's a contemporary Christian artist named Bob Carlyle who talks about how his daughter grows up, and then it's real emotional. He gets to the wedding. And he sees his daughter leaving,
yada, yada,
and instead of a regular kind of kiss, she just goes over and gives that butterfly kiss, which is just the eyelash.
So it's right up there with like "You Light Up My Life" and songs like that.
Yes.
And I have to tell you, I get a tear every time I hear it.
I was just reading in one of the magazines about a guy who's just released a book about like the worst songs of all time or whatever.
Yes.
I forget who that
I just
was.
read that too.
What's his name? Dave Barry, the guy from the Miami Herald.
Some of the stuff I read was really funny.
Well, number 4 is "Love to Love You, Baby" by Donna Summer.
There you go.
Number 3 is "Having My Baby," which, by the way, was the song that girl requested after she had the baby in the bathroom last
you're
week.
kidding.
Yeah. And then number 3 was "Yummy." Oh wait, yummy,
I got love in my tummy.
Right.
I have that in my tabloid update somewhere.
And the top song was "MacArthur Park" by Richard Harris.
I thought that was the 1910 Fruit Gum Company, but it wasn't. Was it?
No, that was it.
Is that who did that song?
1910 Fruit Gum Company.
Remember that section at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that all those one-hit wonders?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm usually more articulate than that. The gum did not come out, so you had to repeat that for me.
Oh, that's okay.
Because we know people that like I said, I knew people in radio who said you have to learn how to say this is station www. And I go, man, I don't know if I want to get into radio.
I like this song too. This was just like an album rock type of thing too. This song for America, but this is such a great song.
And that song, I told the audience last night, got airplay in places like L.A. and stuff, and it was 10 minutes long. I was amazed that it got played on the radio.
Well, even DJs have to go to the bathroom.
9 minutes and 8 seconds.
It's one of those. It's one of those songs, John. Like if you wanted to do more than go to the bathroom back in the good old days,
Stairway to Heaven.
It was that "Stairway to Heaven" or "Gata Davida" or there was another 18-minute tune that escapes me right now. Where are we at the moment?
No, wait. American Pie was a long one. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was long. And of course, when I was a kid, the longest song on the radio was "House of the Rising Sun," along with
The Animals.
maybe one other one.
Yeah.
Where are we right now?
Well, we have to go up and get a traffic check from Marv. Marv!
Yes.
You're welcome to stay around though and hang
I'll be
out
glad
if
to
you
stick
like.
around if you will let me.
Isn't this fun radio?
Oh, it's
here
great
like this?
fun.
Yeah,
Great
'cause
fun.
we really don't give a crap about everything. So.
Yeah.
Marv has traffic and we're behind, so. Marv, while you're doing the traffic here, I just want to take more pictures of Robby here.
You go right ahead.
All right, great.
Wink eye in the sky update. And heading north on the river routes this afternoon, 22-322, just back to Fishing Creek. Minor delays 11 to 15 into Marysville. Just got done checking out the Miracle Mile, and that's looking fine. Appears that possibly the baseball game on City Island is over or close to being over. We're seeing traffic outbound on the Market Street Bridge.
It is over, Marv.
It is over.
Central
What's the score?
Dolphin is the AAA state baseball champions. They defeated State College 15-4.
Yes, well done, Rams, well done. Well, those folks who are celebrating State College folks must be the ones that are on the bridge right now because they are trying to depart on both ends of the Market Street Bridge, and you will find that heavily congested. John Wills Parkway in the sky.
Okay, bend over.
John Paul Schaefer, John Paul Schaefer, John Paul Schaefer, John Paul Schaefer, John Paul Schaefer.
Yeah. All right. Now, what we do is we go over to the newsroom and we find out from our news guy, John Paul Schaefer, what are some of the topics that he'll be doing in the news coming up next.
Well, everyone, we're going to talk about charter schools. We'll also talk about a big water main break in Hummelstown this morning. York City School District working on a policy of non-harassment. Talk about Dr. Jack Kevorkian's trial, and Governor Ridge now has to make good on his bet that he made with the governor of Michigan after that horrible Stanley Cup.
And I know what happened. He has to ride a Zamboni machine, doesn't he?
From here to there.
Where does he have to ride that Zamboni machine?
He won't say where he's going to ride it. There are rumors he may practice at Hershey and then ride it in Philadelphia at the Core State Center.
Okay. And is
a
that
Red
it, John?
Wings
Is that all you have?
And I think we'll have traffic again, more weather. Give you the score of the baseball game one more time.
And by the way, it was 3 years ago today, the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. It was a Sunday night, but this was the big day that OJ went on a rampage and cut these people's throats from ear to ear. That savage beast.
And then left all those clues everywhere. That idiot.
It was harder to get Professor Plum in the library with a lead pipe. He left fewer clues than OJ.
All right, the 4:30 news is next, and Robby, you're welcome to hang around and stay as long as
Thanks.
you like.
I bet John's been waiting for that line for a long time.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
More of the late afternoon show with Bruce Bond right after this.
Let's go, Bears! Make dog meat out of Hamilton.
To Fishing Creek, minor delays 11 to 15 into Marysville, and we're still seeing some slowing 83 northbound, heading into the 19th Street bottleneck. That is now back to 2nd Street, so some slowing there, as well as 83 southbound approaching the South Bridge. John Wills, Bachwink high in the sky.
Tee off with Sunset Golf Club's play and ride specials Monday through Friday. Get greens fee and cart for $21 per person, $19 for seniors, and $26 weekends after 2 p.m. Call Sunset Golf Club Middletown at 944-5415 for tee times.
Hi, this is Marv Albert. I'd like to wish a happy 30th birthday to my very close friend, John Wilsbach, winner of the Greater Harrisburg Albert Sound-Alike Contest. And please stop calling me. You are not my long-lost son.
Rob Carolyn's weather tonight, mostly cloudy, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a low of 65. Friday, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms and a high of 83. Then Saturday, mostly sunny, a high of 83. It's 79 degrees. I'm John Paul Schaefer. Wink Watch News Time is 4:43.
Do I make you horny?
Not in the least.
In the studio with us is Robby Steinhardt from Kansas. We'll talk to him in just a little. What Puck is online. We've sent Puck out for an experiment, a late afternoon experiment today. Can a late afternoon intern, Puck, get 5 different food items from 5 different restaurants off of 5 different customers' plates? And he's got to show some proof about all this too. Puck, where are you? What are you doing?
Well, I just left Applebee's on Route 22. Before that, I was kicked out of Red Lobster.
All right.
But I got the food. I got the food.
You have all 5 items?
No, I have 4. I'm going for my 5th right now.
Where are you? At the Applebee's?
Well, I'm just leaving Applebee's now. I'm going down 22.
Why don't you go to Dairy Queen and just like lick off of somebody's cone?
I don't think that would work. Unless I came back and spit it out.
Well, Puck, great. I can't wait to hear more stories when you get back.
Okay.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, be careful.
Goodbye. That's just the kind of the things we do.
Well, I know it's called Simple Things to Amuse Simple Minds.
Exactly. Thank you, Robby. You've said that beautifully. You've crystallized my thoughts. You've said that so eloquently.
And as long as we're amused, we don't care about the other simple minds.
And by the way, in the 6 o'clock hour tonight, if you have a dog, we're going to need your dog, and we'll give you a prize for bringing your dog to a certain location. That's all I'll say at this point.
What are we going to make the dog do?
Well, the dog will be very happy. That's all I can tell you. All right. Robby Steinhardt, Kansas, and playing tonight at Wanda's.
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
Yeah,
Wanda's Beach Club, I think it's called, or something like that.
I think so, yeah. I believe it's a TV.
Famous, world famous. I don't get it, but it's world famous.
World famous. Very well known.
No, actually, Scott told me that there's an outdoor deck there that when they have those kind of shows, there's like 1,800 or 2,000 people there, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
and you know,
Very easily.
it's
and then I'm going, why the heck are we indoors then?
Well, you know what the problem is
what?
because when you play outdoors,
The neighbors.
And it's ridiculous.
I asked him about that. It's not. That place doesn't have neighbors. It's not a residential area.
Wait. Stretch can help you out here. Stretch, give us the details on that.
Yeah, I can. Unfortunately, there's a trailer park right across the highway from Wanda's.
You know that.
And
I have the solution. I have a tornado in my pocket.
Good.
And I guess there's this particular woman in the trailer park that constantly calls the Hampton Township Police Department. So that's the problem.
Oh, and also Scott says you don't. There's something about the law that you don't have to give your name when you call up. Is that true? That you don't have to give your name when you call up to complain about noise?
Yes, you just have to.
He said he heard something like that.
As long as they get the complaint, they got to do something about it.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to just read this story real quick, and Robby, I think you'll enjoy this. A 49-year-old man was ordered to undergo therapy and pay $300 in fines and restitution on Monday after pleading guilty to lewd conduct with horses.
Oh, boy.
That happened in this area here?
Well, no, I believe in California.
Ah, that's better.
Paul Millhouse in Spring Valley, California, ordered to stay at least 200 yards away from all livestock and stay out of the town of Lakeside, California. Several ranchers in Lakeside testified that this guy had been sneaking into their corrals late at night for years now and bothering their animals.
What are people thinking?
One rancher observed this guy engaging in perverse behavior with one of their mares.
Wow.
Millhouse, this guy, his elderly mother testified that her son has never been cruel to livestock.
Wow.
Millhouse. I always knew there was something weird about him.
She said he loves animals.
No. But just don't love the animals.
And when that remark was made, it drew snickers from members of the courthouse gallery. So I thought
Is that the character from The Simpsons? Is that
Millhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I believe we have Millhouse here somewhere. Hold on. Hey, that's
With the
very good. Enjoy that.
Thank you. That's not one of my best, but it's okay.
What other sound effects do you do?
No, I mean, I do that better. It's just that my cheek hurts today. It's hard to hit,
Hold on. Here. Is this Millhouse? Let me see.
Excellent.
No, that's
No.
not Millhouse. No.
That'd be Montgomery
Thank
Burns.
you, Mr. Burns.
Here, how's this one? There,
No.
okay. No,
That's what's his name.
Well, he tried.
So, Robby, what else is happening here?
I don't know. I'm going to be on the road for the next century, so come out and see me. Wherever. I mean, I was telling her that she has to bring her brother. She has to bring Frank to the Taj Mahal. So, that should be fun.
And that's not Frank, our producer, who's Janice's brother.
No. It's my brother, Frank Rodoka.
And this is just the beginning of the tour.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's a. Boy, it's going to go on forever. I mean, once we get into the Abbey Road studio thing, then we're going to be, we'll be touring with orchestras until. Or have I told you about this yet?
Yes, you did. And
that's what I thought.
That has to be very exciting because I know you told me during the commercial break you're 47 years old.
Yes, I am.
And I'm
28.
I'm 28. But I know that I could relate with like the Abbey Road. That's one of my favorite Beatles albums,
Yeah,
and
me
that
too.
time period, that must be very exciting to go to England and do it in that.
Actually, be in that studio, and then to be doing it with the London Symphony Orchestra, who has done lots of things like that before, like working with the Moody Blues and all kinds of.
Yeah,
they're the symphony that's most acquainted with pop music or rock music, and stuff from the past, and so it should be really something. And we're using the same gentleman who scored all the music for the Moody Blues when they went out on tour with an orchestra.
And just to feel the presence of all of the people that have been through the studio.
Yeah. I can't wait to go up on top and play Let It Be or something.
Yeah, powerful stuff,
cool.
man.
Very powerful.
Yeah, John Lennon might be right there with you.
Matter of fact, I went and saw a friend of mine play the other day, Kip Winger, who used to have a band called Winger, and he found out we were going to be there. He said, "I want to go." I said, "Anywhere I am, you're welcome. You're a friend, So everybody, come on over to London and let's have a big party."
Okay.
And when's that going to be?
Actually, I think that's somewhere around the 7th of September.
Oh, okay. And so all this summer, you're doing various dates.
Yeah, we're just somewhere else tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't relate to doing something like that, just being on tour and just going from one from the other. But, I can see it being tedious, but on the other side, it's got to be kind of fun.
Well,
too,
it's very rewarding, except the travel part is, unless you're, multimillionaires and you can afford your own transportation, like a plane, something like that, it gets to be very tedious being at the mercy of the airlines, flying commercially, driving rental cars, all that stuff. It's like we've always referred to it, and I still do, as hurry up and wait, because that's what we do so much of.
Yeah.
But the glamour part is actually being on stage, being able to do what you love doing, and then getting repercussions from the crowd, whether it be good or bad. It's still rewarding in one way or another, and so far it's been extremely rewarding.
Kansas would get bad repercussions from the crowd?
I would hope not.
Oh, I wouldn't think so.
We've had a couple.
Oh.
You never know.
You liar.
You have beautiful hair.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Very
Where do we
long.
go from there?
Well,
No, don't stare at me like
has
that.
your hair? Yeah, well, I was just saying.
Hey, now.
Have you always had that length of hair?
Yes,
too?
actually, I used to have what they call big hair, a lot bigger than this. So,
Big hair's
but I'm
back,
older
baby.
now. See, so all my fans used to always say, "Don't ever cut your hair," so I never did. I mean, I get it trimmed once every 6 months, about an inch, and that's it.
You're 47, and I know 20 years ago, definitely that's when Carry On Wayward Son was popular. So the group even had to be older than that. Let's say 25 years ago, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
So you started when you were like 22 or something.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
Have you always played music? Have you always wanted to be a musician?
Yeah. Well, my father was the chairman of the Music History and Literature Department at Kansas University, and so that's where. And I lived 2 blocks off campus, and I was raised in Lawrence, Kansas, where KU is, where the Jayhawks are from the age of 1.5 to like 25. So a great town to be raised up in. The thing is, you don't really realize it till you go back after you've gone away. Like the grass is always greener, that sort of thing.
And where do you call your home now?
So now I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Oh.
I've been there since 1975, and the rest of the band lives in Atlanta.
Are you a Buccaneers fan?
I'm not. I stopped being a Buccaneers fan a lot of years ago.
You know where you keep your Buccaneers?
Where?
Under your bucking hat. Hollywood's on the line right now. Hollywood, yes, hello.
Yeah, we're out at JT Crockenberry's Bar and Grill today.
Yeah.
Got a nice
you.
nice little affair. As a matter of fact, beginning at 5 o'clock and up until 7. Yeah. Okay, now. All right. They misquoted me on the tape break. It's sleepy between 3 and 7. I can't explain that.
Oh, that was you, that snorer they had.
No,
huh?
of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. Not right now, anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's something exciting going on. As I mentioned, we got a happy hour going at JT Crockenberry's Bar and Grill, Union Deposit Road in Harrisburg. Grease is the word today. Grease is going to be in town for 2 stage performances, Friday and Saturday night at Star Pavilion, adjacent to Hershey Park Stadium, and we've got a ticket deal for you to save 50% off the box office price. Buy one, get one free. Grease tickets between 5 and 7 tonight only at JT Crockenberry's. Cash and checks accepted. We can't take credit cards for this deal, but if you're making plans to go to the Star Pavilion this weekend to see Grease on stage Friday and Saturday night, here's a chance to save 50% off the ticket price. Buy one, get one free from 5 till 7 at Crockenberry's. The deck is open. Man, what a beautiful afternoon it's turned out to be. The U.S. Open is on the big screen, so bring your pals out to Crockenberry's after work tonight for some happy hour. And buy one, get one free Grease tickets and a free Monday birthday wheel is spinning too.
Hollywood, you're a big Kansas fan, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Don't you have a question to ask Robby of some kind?
Yeah, I wanted to find out what the song lineup's going to be tonight.
Well, we're doing all old material, and I don't know. We've got about, I can't even remember how many now, about 14 or 15 songs that we do. So I can't give away the secrets, but
no, I understand. But you're going to do all the you're going to do the wall, and you're going to do Dust in the Wind and Carry On Wayward Son.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Play the wall first.
The wall is not first. I'm sorry, Hollywood is not first.
But it's on the list, right?
It is on the list, and it's there for you, and damn it, show up.
Absolutely. Okay. Hey, I want a backstage pass. I want preferential treatment.
You got one.
If I say that I'm Stretch, will you get me in for free?
Oh.
Goodbye, Hollywood.
Thanks.
Yeah. And by the way, I'll be shopping at Giant tonight if you'd like to come over and join me. I'm just kidding.
Really?
Well, that's sort of rude to ask the song list. That's kind of like a surprise.
It is.
It's not really, because with this darn internet thing happening, everybody knows everything that we're doing. It's like people know what I had to eat for dinner last
That's kind of cool, though. I mean, you have fans who, watch every move you make.
It's great that they're that avid, except for there parts of life that were so totally personal can't be anymore. I mean, it's a little bit of a unsettling. I mean, when you think about it, the fact that we're not as famous as a lot of people makes it a little bit easier on us, because people don't follow us around in droves of 10,000. But it can be a little bit unnerving to find out what you did yesterday at 3:01 in the afternoon. It's like, it's not that important. Get a life, please.
Get a life. This goes to all of you listeners out there, not just the ones that are fans of Kansas. Get a life, please.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, listen, Robby, I appreciate you coming in here, and thanks for hanging out. And you seem like a normal person, and it's always good. And
well, thanks. Like I said, I love doing radio, and it's great to be here. What a great show you got going here. I envy you guys a lot.
And by the way, your days in Boston, what were those?
Yeah. Here we go. That old question again. I loaded him up. I gave him the bear for that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, okay. Have fun tonight at Wanda's with the rest of the band. It must and just blow the damn roof off the place.
We're going to do that because it's a tiny little place. We have lots of equipment.
Yeah, the roof is like right here.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Don't jump with your guitar. I mean, your drums are.
I play the violin.
Violin.
Well,
but it's okay.
She's a girl.
It's okay, Jackie.
Yeah. She's a girl works.
Thanks. It's Robby Steinhardt from Kansas. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're the man.
Carry on.
Carry on. He said carry on.
Carry on.
Oh, God, that guy there. We'll be right back.